Yo, what up? It's Aaron Moses. So, I was having a conversation with my girlfriend like a week ago, and I joked about stabbing her, right? And she said something, I can't remember what she said back, but I said, nah, I wouldn't stab you, I would shoot you. And she said, I don't know why you have such a problem with hand-to-hand combat. And I was like, bro, and I'm gonna tell you this. This is for all the white all the white women out there who just don't understand this part of a black man's life, especially over the age of 25. You know all the new rappers and all the new dances and all the slang lit. You know all of that, but what you don't understand is, bro, number one, what I said to her was, I'm 28, bro. I'm 28 and I'm past that in my life. By the time I'm 60, I want everything to be intact and usable for when I'm 60. I don't want to be one of those old men that have to walk all slow, looking at the ground, hunchback and all of that. Man, I already broke every bone of my body, bro, and I've already done a lot of violence. I don't like violence. I've gotten into a lot of fights. I only lost half of that fight. One fight, I never jumped anybody. I've been jumped 3 times. I've stabbed somebody and I hit somebody with a car. I don't think I've bludgeoned anybody with anything from what I remember. I hit somebody with a chair. I've already done that, bro. Past a certain age, every man should commit to de escalating situations, bro. Being Floyd Mayweather doesn't make the situation better, bro. I like to talk it out. I like to de escalate violent situations. I got into a violent situation two weeks ago. De escalated it. Both of us kept our dignity, both of us kept our respect, and nobody got hurt, bro. Another thing you need to understand where a lot of us come from, people don't just fight. They take it other places. They see you somewhere else and remember what happened. Remember how much you humiliated them, how much you embarrassed them, how much you took away their manhood, how much they got dominated by you. Okay? What was the last girl? She was like, "You don't run from fights, do you?" And I was like, "I don't run from fights. I de-escalate situations. I'm not a woman. I'm not a white girl. We hurt each other for real. If I punch somebody hard, they're gonna remember that for weeks, for the rest of the month. It's a possibility for the rest of their lives. You break somebody's jaw, it's not gonna be the same. They gotta get the brace wired stuff. You knock somebody's eye socket, fracture it. A fight can change somebody's life. A fight can kill somebody. I have a child, bro. I don't have any reason to have to physically dominate anybody, bro. I'm not a teenager, bro. Every black person, every black man, every man in general, by the time you're 25, 26, you should have enough skill. You should have enough. You should be able to de-escalate violent situations without feeling like a punk or without making that person feel like a punk or without that person making you think that making without that person thinking you're a punk too, bro. So it's not about that. And I want you to know that you should not let anybody make you feel like a punk because you know how to de-escalate situations, bro. I'm not a little girl. I hurt people for real, bro. People can hurt me for real. Grown men hurt people for real, bro. We're not scratching and pulling each other's hair. And you might ball up your fist and punch another woman in the face. But guess what, bro? You're not a man. You're not a man. I already got all the violence out of my system. I don't want to do another act of violence for the rest of my life. That ideally I won't have to. That's the point, bro. I might take a boxing class, I might take some Tai Chi, but that's not for attacking or defense. That's for my own mind. for building discipline, for learning more energy control, or just learning something new. But no, that doesn't make you cool, and you shouldn't feel good about yourself because you're willing to fight. You should actually feel like a fool. You should feel like a child. You're 30 years old and still getting into fights. You're a loser, bro. That's nothing. It's that you're 30. You're over the age of 26, and you're still getting into fights and not de-escalating them because you feel you got your feelings hurt. Somebody called you a name. Okay, we don't. That's not my culture, bro. That's not what I come from, bro. I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that, bro. If you're not doing anything to my child and you didn't put your hands on me, I don't have any reason to put my hands on you. I have every reason to de-escalate the situation and make you feel good about yourself walking away. This is why we have humor. This is why we have vocabulary, words that have more than two syllables to de-escalate situations. And maybe you could teach that person something too. Okay? You didn't damage my property. Nothing material is different than when I had it. You didn't steal from me, and you didn't touch me, and you didn't hurt my child. I don't have any reason to put my hands on anybody. Okay? It's called growing up. It's called growing up. If you get in a fight over the age of 28, you're a goofy, bro. You're a goofy. Over the age of 25, you're a goofy, bro. Prime fighting years 13 to 24. It should be all out of your system by 23. Okay? Unless you like fighting and unless you don't plan on having all your body parts intact by the time when you really need them, when you're not going to have as much energy, at least you could have your full body. What if I broke my collarbone? It's already bro. I broke my toe, my ankle, my collarbone, this bone in your hip that you only have when you're a teenager, that was broken. That was horrible. Pretty sure I broke a rib or two. My right collarbone, if you ever see me walk, my right arm doesn't swing as loosely as my left one because I never went to the hospital. And I'm pretty sure I got a concussion. And my jaw cracks because I got punched in it hard. See? I don't know if you can hear it. And my wrist. So that's already enough body parts that are gonna give me issues when it rains when I'm 60, bro. I'm not trying to punch another man in the face. I'm not trying to get into a fight, bro. Why? Because I'm not a teenager, bro. My body's not gonna heal itself how it used to. Actually, it does, but I don't know why. But still, there's no replacements for this. I don't want to have any metal plates or wires or screws. Nada. Okay, the last violent situation I was in, this is what happened, bro. I tore my ligament in my hand and I got a lot of stitches I can't remember. They said it needed surgery, but all I needed was a little meditation. But like I said, man, being Floyd Wade Mayweather never made the situation better, bro. Not in my case. And it never really does. And what you need to understand, like I said, it usually, it's 2020, bro. It usually doesn't stop with fighting. Sometimes people get shot, sometimes people get stabbed, sometimes people get jumped because people don't just fight and walk away. I'm not a woman, bro. I'm not a woman, and anybody who really tries to fight me is sick, is crazy, just because of how I am. All right, but that's it, bro. It's Aaron Moses. Life is in the breath. You already know I'm trying to get that following like King Solomon, so make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. You can donate to help the channel grow, but in order for the channel to grow, making sure that you do your part, make sure that you share, bro. Sharing is free. It's very free. Very. If you know anybody else who needs to hear this message, make sure you share it to them, bro. Alright. I love you guys. All the messiahs out there, I want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with me. Let's get this money, baby. Peace.